We have the AEW Dynamite results for August 27th, plus our grades and highlights. First up, we had Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, and the return of Chris Jericho on the mic, which was good. No Excalibur. We're hearing that next week he will be back, plus on AEW Dark. He will return. Though I did like the Vida Scott, actually. I liked her a lot, actually, on Dark. So we had the tag team gauntlet that kick things off. So you had the number 4, the Natural Nightmares, versus the Young Bucks versus the Best Friends versus FTR. So you kick off the gauntlet match. First, you have number 4 and number 3 going at it. So we start with the Natural Nightmares and the Young Bucks. Winner, Young Bucks. I gave this one a 3. This was a good match. I'm not like feeling the whole Natural Nightmares. We don't need them. I mean, maybe just to help groom some people in there, but I don't see these guys as long term. I mean, maybe a year or two, have them out, and then you have other tag teams that should be in this, like Private Party, for example, or even Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela. But the Young Bucks win. Then we go on to the next match. Give that a 3.0. Then we had the next team that came out was Best Friends. So the Young Bucks and Best Friends went at it. And this one, too, we gave it a 3.0 as well. But the huge shocker is Hangman Page interferes in the match, because I was like, are they really going to do FTR versus the Young Bucks now? And maybe it's a Thursday night. They don't have AEW or NXT to go up against. I was thinking maybe they would do that. But then I'm like, I don't see, you don't want to do that right now, to have Adam Hangman Page interfere in the Young Bucks match, and then you get your winners, Best Friends. To me, probably this was the match of the night, because this was the big shocker. I was like, whoa. Then, of course, then you have Best Friends versus FTR, and no question there. FTR comes out with the win. I gave that match a 2.75. Not as good as the 3.0. It was still good. I'm a big fan of Best Friends. Love when they come out. I'm not super all like FTR is the best thing ever. They say how great they are, and I mean their matches are good. Maybe it's just not I'm not that old school style. I don't know. But FTR is your winner, and they will take on Page and Omega at All Out, which was really interesting. That matchup, because that's one that FTR could potentially win. We get rid of Omega, especially now that Hangman Page dissed the Elite. So we got some big story arc with Hangman Page going forward, and it's going to be real interesting and fun to watch. Lance Archer took Sean Maluta, don't know who you are, and destroyed him, 2.5. Lance Archer, though, I do like his character. I'm not really sure if he needs Jake the Snake Roberts anymore. There was this whole thing with Jake the Snake Roberts and Taz going at it, basically announcing this big battle royal thing, which are always fun at AEW All Out. Though, like, Jake the Snake was just, I don't know, man. He's not looking good. He's very overweight. I thought DDP fixed him up. Not really sure what's going on with the Snake. But it was kind of an awkward, to be honest with you. It was like an awkward exchange. I was like, oh, this is going to be good. And then it was kind of like weird and awkward. So I don't know what's going on with Snake, leading up to a pretty cool match coming at All Out. Then we had a promo hyping the AEW versus NWA match, which is going to be cool. Thunder Rosa against Hikaru Shida. I'm looking forward to that one as well. It shows you how not deep the AEW women's division is right now. And that's not fault of their own. They have a lot of injuries, too. And some of their other better wrestlers are out of the country. We had a Moxley and MJF contract signing. This was okay. We check in with Santana and Ortiz. That was cool. Maybe a Best Friends rematch. And that's the other thing. Where was Santana and Ortiz in this gauntlet match? Where are they? Well, how come they're not in the top 5? They should be. 8-man tag match, which I'm not a fan of these things because you're just throwing everybody in together. But the Butcher, the Blade, Ray Phoenix, Pentagon Jr. versus Griff, Garrison, Brian Pillman getting a little spot. Too much over, oh my gosh, he looks like his dad, this, that, and the other thing. Let him be his own person. A lot of these younger audiences don't know who the hell Brian Pillman is. So calm yourself. Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela, this match was okay. It was fun, and I'm always a huge, definitely in my top 5 wrestlers in AEW. Ray Phoenix is up there. And the Butcher, the Blade, Ray Phoenix, Pentagon, get the win. I gave that a 2.75. That was a good match. The Dark Order Celebration came out. And then we got a beatdown. Matt Cardona, Scorpio Sky came out there. And then we had Anna Jay involved with all that stuff, which is always good for our site. Because anytime you mention Anna Jay on AEW on Dark or Dynamite, traffic to our site goes up. So she joins the Dark Order. She's the queen or whatever her deal is. Though I'm a little my thing with the Dark Order, and I think it's because we watch BTE, I wish Dark Order would they have plenty of characters to now spin off of BTE and do their own thing. The whole, everybody tries to do the goofball thing is fine, but it also kind of gets a little old. I want the Dark Order to be dark and bad, but it's like John Silver's in it. And why does Reynolds and Silver's never wear their mask? They should be putting their mask on. I don't understand why they don't have their mask on when they come out. We got to check in with Paige. Then we had the women's handicap match, which was kind of awkward. Big Swole versus Britt Baker, Penelope Ford, and Reba, which they even make fun of. They don't know what the deal is. That was 2.25. Swole's ready. I mean, Swole should be up there and competing for the championship going forward. Not really sure where Nyla Rose is and all of this stuff. But Big Swole gets the win. This was okay. I mean, it wasn't terrible. And, of course, Taya Conte is now a member of the Dark Order, which is cool. Finally, let's have a faction with some women in it that are in it, too. So those two in the Dark Order, it could be something cool. Just a little too goofball-y stuff going on with the Dark Order. Then we had the tables match, which was kind of rushed. Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara. Sammy got bloodied and beaten up, but this was a good match. I gave it a 3.25. That was fun. Even though it was quick, it was still a great match. Then we had Orange Cassidy come out and attack Chris Jericho, and that's it for AEW Dynamite.